I thought he had all the way at the back.
Have you ever cosplayed instead of what your favorite cosplay?
I am not cosplaying. I really wanted to cosplay as Hazuki just because I love all of her cute little frilly gothic Lolita clothes. Emily DeJesus and I did a gothic Lolita tea party at a couple of conventions, so I've done like the Lolita stuff, but I haven't actually cosplayed. I did, when I first started working at ADV, I was really excited about getting cast in a show called Generator Call. And I made a costume, so I guess that is kind of cosplay. I was my character Natsume for Halloween. The only thing is that it hadn't come out yet. Nobody knew who Natsume was, and nor would they because it wasn't an anime crowd. But I just thought, for me, it was fun. But because she wears the little fufu and everything, everybody was like, oh, you're from that show about the moon and the sailors. And I'm like, oh, sure. I was just happy they even knew what anime was. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, well, it's fine. That's great. It was like my little secret. So yeah, that's the closest I've ever come. Like, I'd like to. I just don't have the cojones or the skill to make a costume. Yes. Do you know what? My favorite lines from Natalia. All I can think of is, I can never think of any lines. It's so hard because we don't actually have to memorize them. But I can do this. I love that you guys are picking the voices I can actually do when I'm sick. Like if somebody comes out with a Mei Chang, I'll be like, I don't know. Let's see. Killers. Big brother. Why are you so mean to me, big brother? I don't understand. I love you. I love you with all my heart, big brother. I did that yesterday at the autograph signing. I was scratching the table. Oh, big brother. She was fun, but I always tell people that like what really freaked me out about Natalia was flying with Bunny. Because I did like 2 lines, and all of a sudden he had like Facebook pages, like T-shirts and stuff. I'm like, holy cow! I can't believe I've worked in anime for 12 years and I get more recognition for flying with Bunny. Anything else? I was like, sweet, I'll take it. Still trying to get that T-shirt done.
Do you have a favorite anime, whether it's one that you worked on or not?
I do. Yay. What's for breakfast? Evidently. My favorite anime actually is a film. I love Perfect Blue. It's an oldie but goodie. It's really creepy, and I like creepy. I also like Totoro. You know, because Totoro's awesome. Cat Bass. As far as anime that I've worked on, my favorite anime that I've seen and I've watched, like kind of separating myself from it, is Razakon. That's a really good one. Because I love the characters and that's really cool. Even if you don't like robots, the characters are really rad. It's kind of like Princess Nine. Princess Nine is an awesome show. It's about baseball, but even if you don't like baseball, the characters are really rad. One of my first things I did when I went to the University of Houston is I did a directing scene with a man named Jim Parsons. Do you guys know who Jim Parsons is?
Mm-hmm.
I went to school with Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory.
Yay!
And and he and I did this directing scene, and I had met him before, and he and I did this, and I had to like crawl all over him and be all sexy and in his face, and we became really good friends after that. But that was funny to me because now whenever I look at The Big Bang Theory, I'm like, he's a lot like Sheldon actually, believe it or not. And he's not that smart. I mean, he's smart, but he's not that smart. But yeah, that was one of my favorite movies, especially now in retrospect. It was a fun directing scene, and as a freshman, like they don't usually cast a lot of freshmen and stuff when you go to college. So for me, it was like right off the bat, I was casting stuff, and I was like, yes. That was fun. In voice acting, there was a funny moment, like Jason Douglas. He and I used to do a lot of Shakespeare together. Like we were actors and we did Shakespeare. And we thought we were all special. There was one day I was doing stuff for the Anime children. Coming up next on the internet, I had to go through this long list of stuff, and Jason was out there watching. He's like, the director lets him chime in. He goes, "Remember when we used to do Shakespeare?" It's like, yeah. That's all I have to say. I was like, yeah, but this is more fun. Well, in voice acting, I get to play things that I would never get to play on stage. I'm not going to get to play a 5-year-old on stage. I like it. Somebody's giving the Renge laugh a run for their money. Wow, that was intense. They're going to be hurting later. Any other questions? Oh, I saw that hand pop up. Oh, sorry, I'll come back for you. I'm sorry. Oh, I can. Yeah, I'll do it softly, because otherwise it might hurt. You ready? Sorry, that's not very good. I'm like, oh, okay. Ready? Normally it's really loud and like that, but I was thinking, and all kinds of stuff would come out of orifices and I would not be good. I can already feel it like in the back of my throat. Yes, Peter, I'm sorry. Oh, it's Joe. I can do that today. I can never do that. And I always feel bad, like when I go to conventions and they're like, "Can you say something as Joe?" And I'm like, because what I would have to do is get like right up on the mic and be really quiet because my voice doesn't normally go this low. But I'm trying to think. I can't say what I normally say because there are chitlins in the room. What can I say? Oh, I can just change the word. I'm gonna send you straight to Hades. Hades. That was lame. Interesting question. She's asking about doing the script adapting. Like, how do we get into adaptation? The best thing to do would be just contact the companies and write them a little letter and say, look, I'm really interested in adapting. I know John Bergmeyer is our head writer at Funimation, so he's kind of the head honcho that picks the writers and does all that. So you would just kind of send a email or write a letter to any of the companies that say, I'm really interested in adaptation, what do I need to do, and that kind of stuff. I know at Funimation in particular, there's a lot of voice actors that do it just because we're so used to the flaps. But there's some that aren't voice actors. Like I know Colleen Queensbeard's sister Bonnie isn't a voice actor. She does adaptations. So it's one of the few jobs that you can do if you don't live where the studio is, which is nice. Because that's the hard thing about being a voice actor. You kind of have to be in either Dallas or Houston or New